So I had a scholarly article, and it's called "The Experiences of Learning, Friendship, and Bullying of Boys with Autism in Mainstream and Special Settings: A Qualitative Study," and it's by Anna Cook, Jane Ogden, and Naomi Winstone. The article talks about um, children with autism, specifically boys that are being bullied in school in a normal classroom and in a special needs classroom. And usually they're bullied because of their disability. They don't really react to social cues or they misinterpret them. And because of autism, they have three characteristics that are known as a triad of impairments, which is social communication, social interaction, and social imagination. And because of those things, um, they become a really high target for bullies. And in the article, there was some solutions that they came up with was having positive peer support, better training for staff on the specific needs of autism for students with autism spectrum disorder, a greater focus on inclusion, and a determination to handle bullying effectively when it first arises instead of waiting. And that can make inclusion more effective for students with ASD and other pervasive disabilities.
For the church article, we found a conference talk by Elder Dallin H. Oaks titled Loving Others and Living with Differences. And just a quick summary of that, it focuses on how sometimes people have a difficult time loving and accepting others when there's a difference in backgrounds. When people are faced with the unknown, they tend to reject it. Children need to be taught values and standards of behavior that has them accept the differences of others and then show respect. Youth should avoid all forms of bullying, insults, and language because those things go against the teachings of Christ and all that he represents. As teachers, we need to allow no tolerance for contention and lack of respect. We are always going to be faced with differences, and children need to learn and understand the importance of handling it with respect and love. So the solutions that we picked out of that article was that students should be taught values that include respect and acceptance of differences. And just doing that will mostly prevent future contention. But when contention does occur, allow zero tolerance for it. When children see that they are not able to get away with contention at all, it will begin to dissolve. Heavily promote respect and emphasize that bullying of any type does not make you a good person.
So for the class article, we found the English Language Learner as a guide for classroom teachers. And to summarize it, it talks about ELL programs and how they're there to help students and their abilities to strengthen their understanding of not only communicating fluently in English, but helping the process of creating a stronger foundation of students' academic process within the classroom. And knowing that all students learn at different rates and in a variety of ways. In order to teach ELL students effectively, we must have an understanding of the fact that learning is both a group and individual process, and the basis of teaching ELL students and students with disabilities is very reliant on others such as teachers, peer groups, and aides. So having this knowledge and understanding of why it is important for these students to have support in order to progress academically and socially will help the students and us as teachers appreciate the process. And some solutions that we found through this summary is making students aware of others and their disabilities within the classroom, allowing the students to progress in the classroom by helping them with aides or putting them in peer groups, following the correct step in teaching, to allow the students to follow along at a progressional rate and support the students within the classroom to eliminate contention, and also educating yourself in the student's disability in order to support them fully.
Okay, and we chose our solution because it seemed to help lessen the problem and make everyone more aware of their actions and how their words can affect people. Through anti-bullying campaigns, we can make the environment more inclusive of all cultures and differences among people. If Johnny or any other student learns how to recognize the signs of bullying, he can feel more confident in himself and have a more enjoyable academic career. So if Johnny were being bullied because of his culture or other reasons other than his disabilities, teachers can address with the students and talk about the differences of culture and the various ways to show respect, as well as how to learn about those other cultures. And to the diversity of our group was very beneficial to this project. We have 2 of us majoring in elementary education and 2 of us majoring in special education. So we were able to combine those skills that we have acquired through this course and through our studies. And we're able to bring different elements to the table, and we worked really well together. So that's what we got.